Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. It is a serious issue that is being taken to the big screen to make others aware of the dangers involved in domestic violence. Open the Curtain is the name of the play. It is written by Siobhan Munnings and it has some 13 cast members. Munnings says she's been working on the play since she lost her sister to domestic violence years ago.
That I started Falling Angels, where I use her memory to reach out, enlighten, encourage, and to empower other women about the seriousness of domestic violence. Okay, and like the play itself, it tells a lot, it shows a lot, how the kids are affected, how the mother, and the goal is to reach someone who is crying out silently.
Munnings says she hopes that the production touches the heart of someone and discourages the act of domestic violence.
So where's my king? A lot of people is going through a lot of stuff, but they're not talking about it, they're not sharing it. So I'm just using her memory to reach out, to touch somebody. We'll have it right here at Bishop Michael Eldon Auditorium, and that's Saturday the 25th, Sunday at 8 p.m. and Sunday the 26th at 4 p.m.
This Saturday, a local sorority will host a candlelight vigil in honor of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. The event was adopted by the United Nations back in 1993, and now the Grand Bahama chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated will lead the charge here on Grand Bahama.
The purpose of this event is to raise awareness and promote support for the elimination of violence against women and girls. The day is a part of the ongoing effort of the United Nations to mobilize people and highlight issues relevant to preventing and ending violence against women and girls. And we'll be celebrating under the theme, Leave No One Behind, End Violence Against Women and Girls.
Orange has been chosen as the campaign color, which signals a brighter future for those affected by domestic violence. Clinton says following the candlelight vigil, a guest speaker will give her personal testimony on a near-death experience due to domestic violence. There will also be the signing of the petition to encourage the government to take another look at laws concerning domestic violence.
The appeal is to lend support to persons who are experiencing this abuse at any level. We have just had a number of incidences here in our country that have ended in death, and so we are certainly seeking to stamp that out and to bring an end to that. And so we certainly join forces because we know that 1 of 3 women and girls worldwide all experience violence in their homes through domestic violence, rape, and other forms of abuse.
Once again, residents are urged to attend the candlelight vigil, which is scheduled for 5 p.m. at the Kevin Tomlinson Center. And as we close out our Forever Thankful series, we feature a man who was grateful that he was able to turn his life around. He says it was a tragedy involving a friend that compelled him to make a U-turn, and today he is forever thankful. Shashina Roll reports.
Thank you, Lord.
Tyrone Lang is now an established businessman who says that's only through the grace of God. Growing up, he says his older brother spent most of his time incarcerated, and from a young age his father was very ill. Yet, he managed to graduate from high school at the top of his class, but that still did not stop him from ending up with the wrong crowd.
At the time when I graduated into 12th grade, my brother who was incarcerated came out of prison. And watching his life, it kind of threw me in awe because I saw how people feared him. I saw the respect he got when he went onto the streets and when he spoke with people, because he was a very intelligent fellow.
He says he began to mimic his older brother and soon became a man who always wore a serious face and had a new agenda. Lang says he started studying the drug game from the age of 19.
I would actually go and read newspapers about the Colombian drug cartel guys. You know, people wouldn't watch movies. I was reading and studying real life gangsters. You know, so I would have tried to name myself after these guys, all the Ochoa brothers and the how they used to be grave robbers and all this thing when they first started, before they started moving cocaine.
And very soon, he would begin to move shipments of his own. He built a reputation as one you shouldn't go to war with. While he admits that he didn't gain the notoriety as other persons who were in the drug game during that time, he says he did make lots of money. However, it almost cost him his life after he was shot twice.
When I did become a Christian, I found out that there were folks who had hit out on me. And you know, I didn't know until after I became a Christian. And someone said, you know, boy, those guys had some hit out on you. And he said, well, the problem is they couldn't find anyone to take it. So, you know, that's against God's grace. But, you know, I got to the point where I was actually on the verge of you know, moving a load out of Colombia personally, you know, you know, through some associates who wanted me to help them out. But, you know, nonetheless, that didn't work out. That never happened. I thank God for that, because I don't think I would have gotten saved with that amount of money in my possession. But that never worked out. And that was the time, that was the transition between when I got saved and my last act as a drug dealer.
But it wasn't until he lost his best friend in a serious accident that he realized that he had to change.
I had this vision my vision of him dying in my head, and I used to keep trying to shake it out. I just couldn't live with it, because I knew it was me who brought him into that life. You know, and he died on my watch. And you know, just 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks, almost 6 weeks to the day. Just before that, another friend of ours was shot to death.
He says it was during that state of mental disarray when he found God. He began reading the Bible and getting deep into the Word. He adds that that's when he started working for a local company, and it was in that moment that he never turned back.
I always remembered my mom. My mom said something to me. Always said something to all the kids. If you ever get in trouble, call on Jesus. And while I was in that mental state, I called on the name of Jesus. And from that day to now, he has kept me. He has kept me. But I thank God for a woman that never left me. She never ever left me. From school, we were together. And through all the ups and downs, the twists and the turns, she has been there for me.
Lang is now the proud business owner of several business establishments, and he has 4 beautiful children. Shashina Roll, Saturday Night Network News.
This week, our What's Trending segment is inspired by the season of Thanksgiving. We took to our social media pages to ask you, what are you most thankful for? Kimberly Mullings fills us in.
It's Thanksgiving week, and we sure do have a lot to be grateful for. This week, we asked our friends on our social media pages to tell us what they are thankful for and why. We received a lot of answers, and we would like to share some of them with you. Della Poitier says, I'm thankful for being in a country where we can serve God freely and for family and friends. God bless. Janelle Alexif, I'm thankful that I was able to spend time living in Freeport many years back. I've made lifelong friends here, and I can truly say that I've never met more wonderful, kind, and caring people. Happy Thanksgiving to my friends that I still cherish to this day. It was great to see how grateful our friends are, and we thank you for sharing your answers with us. This Thanksgiving, I'm grateful for my family, especially for the role my father, Keith Mullings, played in my life. I'm Kimberly Mullings. Thanks for joining us to discuss what's trending. See you next Friday.
And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Welcome. Lynn sent this question. I have a large keloid on my ear, and it's really embarrassing. I had it removed before, but it keeps coming back. What else can be done to get rid of it? Hi, Lynn. Thank you for your question. Keloids can be very frustrating to deal with, especially when they are located on parts of the body that are visible. A keloid is an overgrowth of scar tissue that develops around a wound. The cause is not known, but it's more common in people who have darker skin. There seems to be a problem with cells called fibroblasts, which are responsible for the production of scar tissue called collagen. Keloids can develop after acne spots and boils, body piercings, burns, lacerations, and surgical wounds. Various treatment options are available, such as cryotherapy, in which a probe is used to freeze the tissue, steroid injections into the keloid, or removal by laser therapy. People prone to develop keloids should avoid piercings, tattoos, and unnecessary surgery. Please visit any of our community clinics so that a doctor can provide the appropriate referral for treatment of your keloids. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. A check on sports is up next with Ricardo Lightborn.
That's how I will love you.
If child abuse was in my mother's day, she would live in jail. I told more cut up and you could shake a stick at. You hear what I'm saying? But I still love my mother today. And I thank her for doing what she did, because it has made me the person that I am.